Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Today we will make this beautiful blouse with a scoop neck, a 2-round repeat and a 3D shell stitch. My neckline measures 13 inches across, and from the middle to the top of the shoulder it's 5 inches. The shoulders measure 23 inches and my width is 17 inches. The length is 15 inches to the neckline and 20 inches all the way to the top. In the video, I will show you how to adjust your foundation chain, the size of your yoke and your underarm space so your blouse fits you perfectly. I used a 2.5mm hook that's between a B and a C size and super fine yarn. Let's get started by making our foundation chain in multiples of 12. I will chain 192. This blouse has a large scooped neck, so when we make our chain it should be about 2 to 3 inches away from the shoulder. Mine is about 3 inches. You can even make your chain long enough so your blouse is off shoulder. I made my 192 chains and now I go carefully back to the beginning of the chain and I make sure it's not twisted. And I turn it around and I like to go into the bottom loop of the chain and make my slip stitch into the first chain. You can also go into the top loop or the back bump if you like. Make the slip stitch and now we can start round 1, chain 1 and single crochet into the first chain again. And I go into my bottom loop. Next chain, I also go into the bottom loop. So at the end of this round, I will have 192 single crochet into all of my chains. And the most difficult part about these first rounds is that everything is straight and the chain doesn't get twisted. At the end of this round, we can make a slip stitch into the first single crochet and start round 2. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3 more, 1, 2, 3 for the chain space and double crochet into that first single crochet again. So we created a V-stitch. Let's make another V-stitch, skip 2 single crochet, 1 and 2 and make a V-stitch into the third single crochet with a double crochet, a chain of 3 and a double crochet into the same single crochet. Skip 2, 1, 2 and make a V-stitch into the third single crochet with a double crochet, a chain of 3 and a double crochet, and we can crochet that pattern all the way around. I have 64 V-stitches. It's always the number of chains divided by 3. We can finish round 2 with a slip stitch into the V-stitch and start round 3 with a chain of 3 for the double crochet and another double crochet into the V-stitch. Chain 1 and double crochet 2 more into the V-stitch below, so we made a little shell stitch, 1 and 2. Now we can front post double crochet around the next 2 doubles below. 1 front post double around the first double and a second front post double around the second double. Let's repeat. Go to your next V-stitch and make the shell stitch with 2 doubles, 1 and 2. Chain 1 and double crochet 2 more into the same V-stitch, 1 and 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles below, 1 and 2. Let's repeat one more time. Double crochet 2 into the next V-stitch, 1 and 2. Chain 1, double crochet 2 more into the same V-stitch, 1 and 2, and make 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles, 1 and the second front post double. And we can repeat that all the way around, and let's finish this round together. Crochet this pattern all the way around, and then we finish with 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles, 1 and the second one. Then we can slip stitch into the third chain, into the double crochet and into the chain space and start round 4. In this round, we will make our little V-stitches again. Chain 3 for the double, then chain 3 more for the chain space and double crochet into the chain space. Skip to the next chain space on top of the shell stitch and make your V-stitch, but this time double crochet and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains this time and double crochet into the chain space. So we alternate between V-stitches with a chain of 3 and a V-stitch with a chain of 4. Go into the next shell stitch into the chain space, make a V-stitch with a chain of 3, and into the next chain space on top of the shell stitch, a V-stitch with a chain of 4. So we have a little bit of an increase in this round. Alternate between V-stitches with a chain of 3 and with a chain of 4. We finish round 4 with a V-stitch that has 4 chains. Now we can make a slip stitch into our first V-stitch and start round 5. It's the same as round 3. Chain 3 for the double, make 1 more double into the V-stitch, chain 1 and make 2 doubles into the V-stitch, and 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles, 1 and 2. Let's repeat, 2 doubles into the next V-stitch, 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 doubles into the same V-stitch, and 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles. And we can make our shell stitches with the 2 front post doubles all the way around. We're finishing round 5 again with 2 front post doubles and a slip stitch into the 3rd chain, into the double, and into the chain space, and we can start round 6 and we will make an increase again, chain 3 and chain 4 more and double crochet into the chain space. So all V-stitches will have a chain of 4 now. Skip to the next chain space on top of the shell stitch and make a V-stitch with a chain of 4 and do that all the way around. Make all of your V-stitches now with a double crochet, a chain of 4 and a double crochet. We can finish with a V-stitch in our last chain space and slip stitch into the first V-stitch. Now round 7 is the same as round 5. In round 3 we start with a chain of 3, a double, a chain of 1 and 2 doubles into the V-stitch and make front post doubles around the 2 doubles below. So all the way around we can repeat that pattern, 2 doubles, 1 chain and 2 doubles into all of the V-stitches, and then 2 front post doubles around the previous ones, 1 and 2 all the way around. We can finish round 7 with 2 front post doubles, and then we slip stitch into the 3rd chain, into the double and into the chain space. Now round 8 is the same as round 6. We start with a chain of 3, then another chain of 4 and a double into the first chain space and make all the other V-stitches with a double, a chain of 4 and a double all the way around. I finished round 8 with a slip stitch into the V-stitch and started round 9 again with a chain of 3, a double, a chain of 1 and 2 doubles into the V-stitch and 2 front post doubles. Now we make an increase, make 3 doubles into the next V-stitch, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and again 3 doubles into the V-stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles. And that's already our sequence. As you can see, we're just alternating between 2 and 3 doubles. Let's repeat the sequence one more time. Go into the next V-stitch, make 2 doubles, 1 chain and 2 doubles with the 2 front posts, and into the next V-stitch we can make our increase with 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles. In our 2 front posts. Alternate between shells with 2 double crochet and shells with 3 double crochet all the way around. Round 10 is a V-stitch round again, and we will increase every second V-stitch to 5 chains. So we start with a chain of 7, so no increase there. Where we have the 2 doubles in our shell stitch, we just make a chain of 4 into our V-stitch. And where we had the 3 doubles in our shell stitch, we increase to 5 chains. So we alternate between 4 chains where we had the shell stitch with 2 doubles and 5 chains where we had our shell stitch with 3 doubles. Round 11 is the same as round 9. Alternate between 2 doubles, 1 chain and 2 doubles into the V-stitch with 2 front posts, and 3 doubles with 1 chain and 3 doubles into the V-stitch and 2 front posts. So we have 2 doubles, 3 doubles, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, and so on. Round 12 is very easy. We make 5 chains in all of our V-stitches, so that means in the beginning of the round, chain 3 plus 5, so altogether 8 chains with a double crochet. Everywhere else, make a double crochet, chain of 5 and double crochet. Round 13 is also very easy. We make 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles into all of our V-stitches. And remember to make the 2 front post doubles around the previous 2 doubles. At the end of the round we have to make 4 slip stitches because we have 1 more double crochet. So we slip stitch into the 3rd chain, into the 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and into the chain space. Now you can repeat round 12 and round 13 until your yoke is big enough. I made 19 rounds, and now you can try your yoke on and see if it fits. There should be a positive ease under the arm, a little space. Mine is about 2 inches. When we crochet the arm space with the chain in the next round, you're looking for a comfortable fit that doesn't pinch under the arm. Now let's divide our blouse up into front, back, and 2 arm spaces. I will divide my blouse up into 17 spaces for the front and the back and 15 spaces for the sleeves. If you need more circumference, you can do 18 spaces for the front and the back and 14 spaces for the sleeves, or 16 for the front, back, and sleeves if you want a smaller size. Now let's make the next V-stitch round and add the underarm space. Remember, you can make the underarm chain space longer or shorter to further customize your blouse. Now we can start our regular round and make our V-stitches. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I thought it was big enough. I tried it on, but it was too small, so I made 17 V-stitches. Now let's add our arm spaces. I've made my 17 V-stitches, and now we will chain the underarm space in multiples of 7. I will chain 14. If you need more space, you can chain 21 or 28, and if you need a smaller space, you can only chain 7 if you like. I will chain 14. Now I will skip 15 shells because I used 17 for the front and everything needs to add up to 64. So I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here's 15, and I restart my V-stitches into the 16th shell. Now you can crochet the same amount as you did on the front of the blouse. I had 17 V-stitches, so now I will do 17 V-stitches for the back. And here's our arm space. Now let's do the other side. I made my 17 V-stitches. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then I chained 14, just like on the other side. Now let's double check. We should have 15 shells left, the same amount that we skipped on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So just like on the other side. Then we slip stitch into our V-stitch and we can start the next round. Here's our second arm space. Now before we start the next round, Please make sure your blouse fits. You can always add more rounds to the yoke. You can make a bigger or smaller arm space. You can divide your blouse up differently. It's up to you, but make sure you have a nice, comfortable fit. Now let's continue. We crochet the pattern. We already know 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles into all of our V-stitches. And 2 front post doubles around the previous doubles below, 1 and 2. I made my 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles into the last V-stitch, and then there's one more front post we can make. And here's our arm space, and now we continue with the fan stitches, 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles around the entire chain, 1, 2, 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3, and that's our fan stitch. We don't have to make any front posts. And I made 14 chains, so I have to make that sequence one more time, the 7 stitches, 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles. Make 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles 1 time if you have 7 chains, 2 times if you have 14 chains, and 3 times if you have 21 chains, and so on. Here I have my 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles, so 14 stitches for the second time because I have 14 chains. In essence, I made 2 shell stitches, then we can make a front post double around the first double below into our V-stitch. Then we can continue with our regular pattern, 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles into all of our V-stitches and 2 front post doubles around the 2 doubles below, 1 and 2. We can continue with our regular pattern until we get to the second arm space. On the second arm space, I made the front post double crochet, and then I repeated my stitches, my 2 shell stitches. I made 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles, and then again 3 doubles, 1 chain and 3 doubles. So I have 14 stitches for my 14 chains. Then I made a front post double on this side, and I finished with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain, the double, and a chain space. Now in this round we can make our V-stitches again, just like before. In the next round we're making V-stitches into all of our chain spaces again. Let's take a closer look. So I have a V-stitch in a chain space, in the chain space, and then where the arm space is also V-stitches into the chain spaces. I had 2, so I made 2 V-stitches, 1, 2. Then we can finish the round again the same way we always do and start the new round with our shell stitches and the front post doubles. Including with the chain space round, I made altogether 30 rounds. You can make as many as you like. And I almost had no more yarn left, just a little bit, and decided to make one last round around the neckline with single crochet. I just go into all of the top loops of the chain and single crochet all the way around. If you like, you can make doubles or half doubles or picots. It's up to you. A single crochet round is very easy to do and looks very pretty. Now our blouse is complete. I hope you love it as much as I do, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.